This is the time where we open the phone line to talk to you about certain issues. So today we are going to, we want to get your reactions to what has happened from last week to the beginning of this week, which was yesterday, Monday, talking about the detention of minors in connection with the hashtag End Bad Governance protest. So President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has directed the release of these minors, but is this move too little too late? I mean, hence the question. Yesterday, like I said, we had our Musa Rafsanjani from CISLAC. We also had someone, an SAN, professor of law, which is a barrister or Professor Gidado, talked extensively about this. And we want to hear now your reaction, because there was a lot of threats that was given to the president by civil societies and some leaders, even the governor of Kano, which also, his own appeal came late. But then, yes, these are the reactions. But then yesterday evening, the president already gave that he has pardoned the minors, and then there will be an extensive investigation for, the adults there. So we want to hear from you. We would want you to share your take or your thoughts on what President Tinubu's directive was. Do you think it is a step towards justice or just a damage control measure? Should those responsible for arresting and detaining the minors face consequences? Join this conversation and let's explore the implications of this development together. The numbers would be displayed on your TV screen. Do not forget that you can call both numbers, but you can send WhatsApp message via the first number that would be on the screen. And please, if you're calling, stay away from your TV set or your device. That way we don't get to have a feedback, or you tone down the volume so that we can get to hear you clearly. And also, while you're calling, this involves minors. It also involves the president, the FCT, the federal government. So there would need to be respect. No matter what, he's still the number one citizen of the country. And we need to put a respect on that position. So we need to have a more intellectual, really deep, smart conversation and how we can avoid, all these things that happen. We don't want to breed in young people that would be angry at a system because of situations like this, and it's still ongoing. Earlier I told you that the lawyer Falana is still pushing for justice for the rest. Civil societies are pushing that there should be a release of all of them, not only the minors, but then the president decided to pardon the minors on that. So let's hear your take on President Tinubu's directive that happened yesterday. Please call the numbers on your TV screen or send in WhatsApp message via the first number. All right, I think we have our first caller. Good morning. Good morning. Do we still have the caller? All right, I think we lost that call. Please go ahead, call any of the numbers on your TV screen. Let's hear your take on what is happening in your country about the detention of minors, talking about the ripple effect of what happened from last week, the rage, and how the president handled the situation after being called to take necessary action in releasing these minors. Let's hear your take on this issue. Do we have a caller? Good morning.
Hello.
Yeah, good morning. Your name and where you're calling from?
My name is Usman Mohammed, calling from Niger State.
Okay, Usman from Niger. Let's hear your take.
Those people in charge of arrest those minor people.
Yeah.
They have to be punished too. The government have to punish them.
Who are you talking about, Usman?
Hello?
Yeah, Usman, can you hear us? Please avoid your TV and just listen to me through your phone. Who are you talking about, when it comes to the minors? All right, I think we lost that person. Please, if you want to hear yourself, you can go to our YouTube channel and catch up on that. Good morning.
Good morning, my sister. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Your name and where you're calling from?
My name is Ade. I'm calling from England.
Oh,
London.
hi, Ade. It's good to have you. It's been a while.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
I'm okay. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you so much. All
Hi,
right.
Fatima.
Fatima is fine as well. I appreciate you.
Okay.
Good to have you. So let's hear your take on what
My
happened.
view about what happened now is
Yeah.
that it's okay that the president has said they should release the minor. The one thing I want to let people know is this.
Mm.
If a minor commits crime, they can be arrested and prosecuted. In UK here, 14 years old, killed someone with a knife. That boy was arrested and charged. But the difference is that his name will not be mentioned and his picture will not be shown because it's underage. That is the only thing about human rights.
Yeah.
But he will be prosecuted and sent to juvenile detention. So don't say because you are a juvenile and you commit crime, you go free. No, it's not anywhere in the world. If a 30-year-old boy shoot anybody in America, they will be charged. But they won't show their face and they won't mention their name. That's the difference.
Yeah.
Now coming to the rest of the people, the government should prosecute them and release the minor. All those that are hard among them, they should face the consequence of rioting, which they did. That's not a protest, that's rioting. People riot in England, here they were jailed. In fact, they jailed them quickly, more than Nigeria that will take ages. Within 3 weeks, they arrange judges a weekend. So, I mean, people commit crime, they can't go free with that. So the problem, why are those boys on the streets? Why are they not in school? It's negligence of the state government. My sister, you are in Nigeria. You saw it in the news. 1.3 trillion was alleged by Okowa, the former governor of Delta. They arrested him. 1.3 trillion. Is that tinubu in Delta? You can imagine what that money will do for Delta people. So people should localize their problem, not generalize it to the presidency. That's my own point.
All right.
Like I say always, I don't support this government. I voted for the what we call it, obedience. But election is gone. Let's move on.
Yeah.
2027. God save Nigeria. God bless Nigeria.
Amen
So I'm
to
happy the minor has been released, but they should take care of the minor. God bless my sister. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Ade. I appreciate you for calling to share your take on the matter. So, yes, we've heard what Ade is saying. Yeah, and yesterday, the professor of law that came explained that, that there should be a punishment for that. And we saw a spokesperson also of the police explain that from 7 years, which I think is too small, to charge someone, 7 to 18, which is, underage, that if you do something, then you're supposed to be taken to remand. But then the professor of law we had yesterday said we only have 3 of them in Nigeria, and these kids were in the FCT, which does not have, a remand or juvenile home for these kids. So they were placed in a cell with hardened criminals. So that is something that was scary. All right, good morning. Do we still have the caller?
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Your name and where you're calling from?
My name is Abubakar from Yola, the capital of Adamawa State.
Abubakar from Adamawa. Let's hear your take.
Okay. Hello, good morning.
Please avoid your TV, Abubakar. I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. Good morning. Hello.
Do we still have Abubakar?
Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. Please, Abubakar, stay away from your TV or tone down the volume. Just talk to me through your phone because you're causing delay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, go ahead.
Well, I want to first of all commend the president with the commander-in-chief of armed forces for directing the Attorney General of the Federation to immediately release these minors. But first of all, I wonder why the Kano state government allowed this to even happen. These children have been held in Kano and be taken to court also in Kano state and do whatever necessary all in Kano state. But I have seen no reason why these children are taken to Abuja. I wonder why.
All right. That was a question you asked. I would answer you. Yesterday, the professor of law that we had explained that because the charges is treasonable felony. Treason is it's a big crime, and it's in that aspect it leaves the jurisdiction of the state government to the federal government. If they were charged for destruction of properties, which we saw also took place during that protest, then the state government would deal with it. But they are charged with treasonable felony, which was displaying the Russian flag, which is saying or insinuating that they were handpicked and they formed a group to bring down the government. And because of that, you have to take that from the state government to the federal government level. That is why they were brought into the FCT. And it's not just people from, kids from Kano. There are kids from Kaduna State as well. I think some from Bauchi. So it's basically gathered from people from the northern part of the country where the protest happened. So let's hear more on this. Go ahead, call us via any of the number, and you can send WhatsApp a message. Let's hear your take on the release of this. And yeah, just like the previous caller that had question, I hope I did justice to answer you on that one. But I also feel what you are saying, which is the governor, I think that was the aim. The governor did not react early until late. So yes, we're still yet to even hear from other governors. That these minors are from their state. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, your name and where you're calling from?
I'm Abubakar calling from Gombe State.
From Gombe. All right, let's hear your take.
Yes. The fact remains that justice for minors. Children that are not doing the right thing, must they be allowed to go free? All right, if we go by the text of what the Bible says and what the Quran says, if you listen to Proverbs chapter 20, verse 11, it says the children, all that they are doing, it is known to them. They can distinguish between good and bad. Even a sucking child that has just been delivered, when he sucks the mother's breast, what happens? He picks the mother's breast, and the mother will strike the baby. Why can't the mother say, no, she's a small child, I will not strike the baby? I want to tell us there are a lot of things that we are doing, and we are saying minor, minor, minor. A child that picks up a knife and stabs the mother to death. One recently happened in Gombe. Why wouldn't such a child be prosecuted? For a child to have conceived such an idea, he's no more a child, he's an adult. A child that
he's still a child, though. He's still a child.
Madam, a child that picks gun to kill an adult, is he a child?
He's still a child.
Is a child. But I'm telling you, go to America and see child are prosecuted. We are doing things wrongly in this country, and people are castigating that the police should be prosecuted. Wow! Those child should go through the noose and nitty-gritty of the law. I also want to add here that our leaders, we need to be praying for them. We need to pray for our leaders. Why do I say so? Because even nobody that will get into that place that will do the right thing. You will see some people by the sideline, they will be castigating, this player is not playing well, but put them in there, they cannot perform. Thank you. God bless you this morning.
Thank you. God bless you too. Appreciate that. Yes, okay, I would address what you said. First of all, it's okay for just because someone is in position does not mean you will not criticize. Or critics are meant to be there. Even the developed country, if there is somebody that is put there and you always just do the yes man, it's not going to yield fruitful result for the nation. So hence the reason why it's okay for people to have opinion to say, okay, no, why are you not doing this? Why not do it this way? It's just like you said, if you're outside, you tend to view it better than someone that is inside. So if you're outside, you should be able to tell the person inside, why not do it this way? So criticism is all good, and it should be welcome, in a democratic government. So let's take another call. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, your name and where you're calling from?
My name is Idris Ali Adam. I'm actually calling you from Kano State.
Okay, from Kano. Let's hear your take.
Well, actually, first of all, I want to recommend Mr. President for the good things that he has done for the Nigerian child. This is what actually we're expecting from him, and he has done the best thing actually we want. So that's the only reason why to call and recommend Mr. President. This is a very good of him.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much for calling to share that. Yeah, Mr. President, you get your accolade for releasing the minors. Now, one thing that we understand from this case is it's still alleged. It's still alleged these minors did not kill anyone. Their crime is carrying a Russian flag, which is constituted or seen as felony, but then or treason. And the allegation placed from the prosecutor is the fact that these kids were in a gang or group trying to remove the government or the president, pushing for anarchy. And that is the charges. So civil societies and Nigerians are saying, if at all you're charging these kids for this crime, where is your proof that they actually did that? All right, let's pick this call. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, your name and where you're calling from? Please
My
turn
name
down
is
the volume of
Mohammed.
your
I'm calling
TV.
from Zamfara.
All right, from Zamfara. Turn down the volume of your TV. I can hear myself.
Hello?
Please turn down the volume of your TV. I can literally hear myself through your phone. Are you with me? Do we still have the caller? All right, I think we'll let that person go. Please go ahead, call us if you're calling. You don't need to hear yourself, through the TV. Stay away because it would keep distorting. It will come into our program here and it would distort and people will not literally hear what you're saying. So please turn down the volume of your TV. Let's hear from you first. Then that way you can get back to the show. Good morning.
Hello.
Yeah, good morning. Your name and where you're calling from?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Your name and where you're calling from?
Okay, my name is Christian. I'm calling from Akwa Ibom.
Okay, from where?
Akwa Ibom.
Oh, from Akwa Ibom. All right, let's hear your take.
Yeah, I watch your program. Actually, I love to watch this program because it's a Nigerian they are talking about and it's from Nigeria. So my own state of view.
Are you with us? Go ahead, Christian. Oh, it's so sad we lost that call. But yes, I appreciate you for feeling like a part of the family here where we get to agree and disagree. But the main aim is that we all have the same thought, which is to make Nigeria better. It's all about our own country passionately. So yes, it is okay for us to have different thoughts and different views to analyze, better solution. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, your name and location.
My name is Raymond. I'm calling from just Plateau State.
All right, let's hear your take.
Well, my take on the issue concerning the minors. For me, from the first place, the government should have taken these children to the court. Because I know so many people who have other national flags, other countries' flags in their cars. Security agencies are seeing them, nobody arrested them. So why should the government feel offended during the end government protest by these minor kids? At least something the government provocated the children to come out. They should have at least seen the anger in the Nigerian faces and raised the children. But why did they hold them? Why did the government feel offended to subject the children to this hardship? Now they are releasing the children. If they insist that they want to punish them, why didn't they allow the court to have the judgment before they release the children? If they wanted to follow the law. So for me, I see so many cars when you enter Tabu, you see them carrying another national flag. Police are seeing them. Nobody arrested them. And the government were not angry. But today, because somebody carry a tiny boy, a small boy carry a national a flag of another country, you subject the children to this type of hardship. In fact, it's very, very unfortunate. May God help Nigeria. Thank you.
Amen. Amen. Thank you so much for that.
Suleiman.
Yeah. So basically, points that he just raised is, the people display flags also at home. I don't think that's it's possible. People that I know, they display it in official places. Maybe foreign embassies that are in the country would definitely have to put their own flag plus our flag around the premises. So I know it's officially that you have to, because it's not even okay to carry someone else's flag to display. But then these people are minor. No matter how much we say they're kids. Their logic is different from an adult's logic. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, your name and where you're calling from. We can hear you.
Good morning. This is Mr. David on the line from Niger State.
Mr. David from Niger, good to have you. Let's hear your take.
My thoughts on the president's directive to release the minors is a good direction.
Mr. David?
Yes, that is what we expect a good leader to do.
Okay.
Yes, when there are complaints up and down, good leader is a positive action.
All right. Yes, Mr. David, appreciate you.
What remains now? Auntie Summayya, can you hear me? Auntie Summayya.
I can hear you. Can you hear me? I need you. You sound distant.
There are two or three things.
Yeah. Mr. David, I would need you to not listen to yourself over your TV. Please just talk to me through your phone, because you're pausing to hear yourself and it's causing a lot of delay. All right, I think we have to let that person go. But then, yes, he gave kudos to the president. I really wanted to hear, the points he was about to make. But if you want to make a point, you need to tone down the volume of your TV or stay away from it. That way we can have a proper conversation. Good morning.
Hello?
Good morning. Please tone down the volume of your TV.
Okay. My volume is down already.
All right, your name and location.
Okay, my name is Umar from Adamawa State.
Umar from Adamawa. Good morning. Let's hear your take.
Yeah. Well, what Mr. President has done is commendable. You understand?
Yeah.
It's commendable in the sense that these minors are not really up to 18 years as the law prescribed that they should be, brought to justice. But however, what I want to say is that they shouldn't have been arrested in the first place.
Why do you think so?
Because they were arrested because they were carrying the flag of not friendly nation like Russia. If they were carrying the flag of the United States, Nigerian government would have, commended their action in the first place, believe me.
Why would you think
because
so?
Because they are carrying the flag of Russia, that is why they are arrested. But if they were carrying the flag of the United States, they wouldn't have been arrested. Yes.
Interesting take.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But however, what he has done is good. What he has done is good. I like it.
All right. Thank you so much.
The Nigerian government, the president, the Nigerian government needs to do a lot. It goes beyond carrying the flag of Russia. It goes beyond that.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
That is not where it is. Where this issue is, they should dig down the roots of why they are carrying this flag. Who instigated the carrying of the flag and what brought about it? This is what they should look at. Nigerians, we should not be wasting our time on the good deeds of the president of releasing the kids. That is not the problem. The problem is why are they carrying it? They should nip it at the bottom of it.
Yeah. I get your point, Omar. Thank you so much for calling to share that take. Even though what Umar said earlier, made me laugh. The fact that he feels the Nigerian government, if at all they carried American flag, that's if the minors had carried American flag, it would have been a different reaction. I don't think we're enslaved to any, any country, and hence the reason why the government is saying that should not even happen in the first place. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, your name and location.
My name is Hassan, calling from Benue State.
Hassan, let's hear your take.
You see, this situation, especially this minor, if you look at the children, they are very, very small. And if it happens that these children carry the flag of other nations, what our government supposed to have done is for them to find out from the source or the root. Okay, for instance, they arrested the children and took them to Abuja, and this unfortunate situation happened. I saw it in a video. One of the minors died. How are you going to explain this to the parents? So it's something that our government carefully should look inside. So that is my contribution this morning.
Thank you so much.
God bless you.
God bless you too. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yes. Hence the reason has been a collective push and call for investigation to be done. All right. These kids were out there protesting, which we know the aim of the protest in the first place was not to overthrow any government. The aim was to call on the government, which that protest happened in the northern part of the country because of the insecurity affecting the northern people. Major things they are known for is farming, and insecurity has taken them out of their farms. And so there is hunger in the land, the economic hardship bites harder, and hence the reason they decided to come out for protest. These kids, according to people pushing for it, is that they don't even know what they're doing. Someone just hung them a flag and they held on to it. Just, people are known to hold placards and all of that. And we keep talking about sensitization, but these kids are, a lot of them, out of school kids. So how do you sensitize them when it comes to, what to hold and what not to hold when it comes to protest? These are the major concerns that I want you people to put in the back of your mind when considering, what happened, what has happened. And these kids still under investigation were held in the FCT, where there is no remand for, someone less than 18. They were put in a cell of adults. That is, no matter how much their crime, the federal government also did something wrong. It looks so wrong. All right, let's get to this call. Good morning. Good morning. Are you with us?
Good morning.
Please tone down the volume of your TV. I cannot hear you at all.
Good morning.
All right, I think we have to let you go. We have to let you go. All I can hear is, your TV sound, not even yours. So please, if you're calling, stay away from your TV set, tone down the volume, or immediately you hear your phone ring, that means you've been connected, then you tone down the volume of your device or stay away from it. Good morning. Yes. Your name and where you're calling from?
My name is Mohammed Obali, calling from Sokoto.
Mohammed from Sokoto. Let's hear your take.
So my thought on this present directive for the release of these minors is that yes, it's a good thing by the president, but the issue is that let's do the right thing. Because it means that these minors were arrested, dead, on the wrong assumptions. Because if really they have committed offense, why they shouldn't be allowed to? There is many ways of how minors can be judged, So, if really they have committed that offense, so they should be judged based on the justice of minors, so that the next time, the minors can take care of how they can, conduct themselves. But the issue is that these minors, I don't think they have done that, for the sake of,
anarchy to remove the government.
Overturn the government. They have just done it, but not knowing what is happening. Just taking the flag, they think that it's a passion.
Yeah.
So I think let's do justice for them. Thank you.
Thank you so much indeed. I appreciate that. Yes, at the end of the day, it's all about investigation, which is what experts, in the field, that's lawyers, barristers, talking about. If at all you want to charge the minors, which we've all agreed that, yes, there is juvenile, there are prison cells for kids, you have to make sure that you have proved beyond reasonable doubt that that person is guilty of what they did. And treason is a huge crime. Treason has to do with group of people intentionally going out to a particular to gain something. So, like I said, you always have to put all of this into perspective when you talk about these particular minors that we're talking about for this treasonable felony charge. Good morning.
Hello.
Yes, good morning. Your name and where you're calling from?
Yeah, good morning. This is Abdul Karim from Kogi State.
All right, good to have you.
Okay, yeah, the issue forward is very interesting. You see, one thing I want you people to do is to put the Russian flag and the military flag side by side and display it. I think there is something those children are trying to portray. You understand? Because I learned that someone said it the other time that they are trying to involve the military. Okay?
Where did you hear that?
Because of the hardship in the land, and then they said the military should now take over. Do you understand? Now that is why they are displaying the military flag, Nigerian military flag. So maybe, I don't know, maybe this is wrong. I really don't understand, but that's what I want you people to do, so that then we'll revisit the issue again and see what goes on.
Okay.
Let's not pretend that we don't know what happened.
What do you think happened?
These children are innocent.
Okay, I get that. Thank you so much for that. I don't know if the military flag looks like Russian flag though. But then, yeah, there were, we saw a bit of snide comments or remarks on social media, like, what, if the government is not really doing right by the people, then there should be a military overturn. There were comments like that, but these particular kids, I'm not sure they had that on placards to show that this is what they were going for. Good morning.
Good morning. My name is Abdullah. I'm calling from Damaturu.
Okay, good to have you from Yobe.
In Yobe State. Now, there are issues, those of us from the northern part of the country, Now, you just allowed your child underage to be doing any sort of thing. Now, these children may not know what is happening, but even if you call all of them, what happened that day, they will not know. We need to take proper care of our children. Those who are involved in planning, in execution, in this and that, were not arrested. Among those who are just mobilized and brought out, they are the ones that have been arrested. They don't even know the reason for the arrest. They were just locked up. We give back to children without proper care. Islam does not teach us this. How can we continue every day violating Islamic rules and regulations? Now, look, what is society? Society is from an husband and wife. Now, from there, if your house is good, my house is good, the society will be better. The present society we find ourselves is that the home is something that the woman go and look for money, the man go out to go and look for money. At the end of the day, nobody takes care of the children. Some of them, if you look at the drug addiction, it is the highest is in the north. Now, if you look at outside marriage, the highest is in the north. What are we up to? What do you want to achieve as a country? What is the level of our education? It's not that easy. It is the level of our training, of our upbringing. It is this people that we are going to get fight for. I'm sorry for Nigeria. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you. Please, let's hope for a better solution. When you were talking, of course, there were points to it. But when you say you're sorry for Nigeria, it's like we're already giving up. We cannot give up. It is our country. We have to fight for it and make it the best, that it should be, because Nigeria has the potential. When they keep saying it is the most populous African country and has the largest economy, it is no capping. We all know that Nigeria has the largest market in Africa in its entirety. So we have the potential, and there is that hope that everything would happen. But, all of the problems that you made mention of, it's mostly because of the economic hardship. Yes, now women have to also go out and hustle in order to at least be able to take care of the family financially. Good morning.
Morning.
Yeah, your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Isa Umar. I'm calling from Masaka, Nasarawa State.
Okay, good to have you. Let's hear your take.
Please, these children, they don't know anything is whereabout. They just mobilize them and carry them along to come on raising that flag. When you check the flag, is the army. They are calling for army to rescue Nigeria, to take over. And when you check the flag they are raising, is the army flag. When you check for Nigeria army flag, it's not for the Russian flag, but they are just calling Russian. You understand?
Oh, interesting.
Yes. Thank you very much. Right. That is my own point.
All right, I appreciate you for that. But if it's like that, because let's be honest, any military coup is treason. You cannot overthrow a sitting elected president. So if they were pushing for that, that is a crime. But then, of course, we all know that this case truly do not know what they had, go or went out that day to portray. The only thing was that they knew there was hardship and they had to just come out and lend their voices out. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, your name and location.
Okay. My name is Constantine. I'm calling you from Abuja.
Okay, from the nation's capital. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, I want to contribute my own observation for all the things that happen with those children. Yeah, because those children, they cannot come out just like that, carrying Russia flag. There is somebody behind all these things. If Nigeria are talking of the hardship, is it today that the hardship started? why Buhari regime, they don't promote and do that, soldiers will come up and rescue the Nigeria. So they should leave Mr. President to focus on Nigeria so that Nigeria should be okay for everybody. They should not disturb us. This is started from Buhari regime. Why they not do that? For 8 years, and this might take in how many years now? So please, I beg, that's my contribution. Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning. All right. Thank you for your contribution to that. I don't know if you're living in another country and perhaps you have a better life, but then just the prices of the price of fuel is something to take, to address. During the former President Muhammadu Buhari's regime, the price of petrol per liter was 194 naira, I think, or 96 naira, and right now it's 1,000 and something naira. Okay. And yes, I think if at all Nigerians are complaining, now I'm just trying to balance. If at all Nigerians are complaining about this current administration, it's because we're not as where Mr. President met the country. The country has plunged, inflation has risen, but the major concern for Nigeria is this fuel price, and there seems to be no clarity on what is going on, surrounding the fuel pricing. In Nigeria. So that breaks our hearts all. Everyone is involved in this. But then, yeah, it's okay, like I said, for people to criticize. It's okay for people to call out to say, okay, you're not doing this. You need to do this. We need to put, sentiment aside and talk about the future of the country. It's not about the president. It's not about just an individual. It's about Nigeria. It's about Nigerian people. So if someone is up there, you might be as perfect as you should be, but still, if somebody is that there's perhaps opposition party of someone saying you're not doing something by us right, then it's still okay for the president to at least check on that complaint and see if there is something he can do about it. That's the essence of democracy. Good morning.
Thank you. Good morning.
Yeah, your name and where you're calling from.
I'm Dr. Atsema. I'm calling from Edo State.
From Edo. Good to have you.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Go ahead.
Okay. My comments about this is, I believe that Nigeria will have its stop. We have the standards in place to follow. And if these minors who commit this kind of offense, to arrest them, to me, is not a problem. It's the right thing the security agencies should be able to do. But to put them in the place of the adult is a very wrong thing. I think that they can use their professionalism to look into the matter. What made these people to go and flag another country, raise up another country's flag? So we should be able to go into that and come out with the solution to know those people that are behind it. And if they should know, they cannot go ahead and arrest those ones.
Yeah.
It will not be easy because we have learned from the basic law that a minor is not supposed to be arrested and detained more than 24 hours or even up to 24 hours or in the same place with the adult. I think that even the president to come up and say that they should release them is okay. It was after the civil society organization that the president was able to come out and say that if we should have a law and we follow the law, I don't think we should have all those things until the president will come and intervene before we do the needful. Thank you. This is my comment, ma'am.
I appreciate that. A very wise thing you did say there. If at all, since there is law that has guided everything, then we shouldn't have to have a president come out to say release them first before they are being released. And one of the major concerns that was raised yesterday was the fact that, like I said earlier, we only have 3 remand, that is juvenile for kids. One, I think the professor of law said is at Kaduna. One, I don't know if it's in Kano, and then the other in Ogun State. And these kids were in Abuja. So that is where the fault of the prosecutors, fall in, because these kids were put in a place that they should not have been in. Good morning.
Good morning, Summayya Abubakar.
Yes, good morning, Shamaki, right?
Yeah, thank you. You're right. You're correct. I'm Shamaki from Akonga National State.
It's good to have you. Let's say your take.
Thank you once again. That directive by Mr. President is a good one, but it was too late. Why now? If really he has passion for young children in Nigeria, he wouldn't be been allowed this detention to go on. The law says you can only detain a child or children when they are above 18 years. For those children, they are not up to 18 years. So automatically, the judiciary have bastardized the system. So there is problem in judiciary, not executive. There is problem in judiciary. They need to know what they are supposed to be doing so that people should be having hope on them. The last come hope on every citizen is judiciary. But if judiciary are going out to behave in the way manner we saw on this it's very, very unfortunate. So it's a good one, but it was too late for him. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Shamaki. At the end of the day, we're glad that it was done. The kids are at least out. Still, we're not sure if they've been reunited with their family yet, but humanitarian ministry is supposed to make sure they take care of them. It was a really sad situation that happened. Let's not forget, it's still allegedly. There is no proof that these people went out there with the intention to overthrow the government. So it's still allegedly. And because of that, putting them in that particular cell is something that was horribly done, really horribly done. And these are the concerns that we have to address. At the end of the day, we need to always equip ourselves with knowledge of law, of our rights, to understand. That way you can, even before you get a lawyer, you can be able to defend yourself. I always encourage Nigerians to make sure you understand all of these things. Yeah, I think basically this is the much that we can take for everyone that sent in messages, called to talk about this. We truly appreciate. It is a great, ending to this drama, because when we saw it, everyone was shocked that this over 1,000 people that was held in detention included a lot of minors. Nobody knew. So, some people feel it was a deliberate attempt to hide the fact that there were minors there. And it breaks our hearts that something like this is happening in our country, because it garnered a lot of international, reactions from what is happening. But we're appreciative that the most important thing is not how right these kids are, it's how quick they were able to be taken out of that cell first. Then every other thing would follow. But yes, we have the lawyer, S.N. Falana, still trying to fight for the rights of these children, and also the other adults, which are still under investigation. It's still allegedly treasonable felony. So until proven guilty, they are all innocent. Yeah, this is the much that we can take. Thank you so much for everyone that called in.